Hey folks, Duke CT here, back once again, and we already heard the news, besides the world not coming to an end. Well, link in the description, Ring of Honor has been sold to Sinclair Broadcasting Group. And it says right here in the Baltimore Sun, the link right here, it says the Ring of Honor wrestling owner Kerry Silkin announced today the sale of the promotion to Sinclair Broadcasting Group Incorporated, one of the largest television broadcasters in the country, and which owns and operates programs or provides sales services to 58 television stations in 35 markets across the United States. Ring of Honor is the third promotion, currently the largest wrestling promotion in the country, just celebrated its 9th anniversary, and Mr. Silkin is excited about taking the next steps towards increasing the company's visibility and expanding its operations. And, this basically goes around saying, just saying that all this stuff, people are just, they're going to have a lot of people stay when they are going to stay. Kevin Kelly and everything else will still be there. Everything will just be fine, but Ring of Honor will still be Ring of Honor, but they're going to be more well known, which is a great thing, because I truly think that competition is what any industry needs, is good competition. That is how things work, and that's how things survive. That's how all things, there are good competition, and let's be honest, the closest we have is Total Nonstop Action or Impact Wrestling or whatever they're calling themselves nowadays, and I guarantee you the people who watch TNA Impact, they're not really, in a good crowing mood, because remember, it's amazing. It truly is amazing. The company has not only Hulk Hogan, but Ric Flair, Eric Bischoff, and Mick Foley can at best get only a 1.3. Yeah. That's the best they can do. Over the entire year, everybody knows who they are, but all they got for show for it is an average of 1.2, 1.3. And sometimes even a 1.1. Yeah. So, basically, TNA Wrestling or Impact Wrestling, the whole Hogan Bischoff thing, I think we can say it without any clear of everything else, has been a complete and utter failure. And you know what? TNA has nothing to blame for themselves. And this could be a good thing for TNA. This could be a great thing for TNA. Because with Ring of Honor now basically having this, and I know it's not going to be overnight, but just the threat looming of them basically nipping at their heels, or heck, even doing the impossible by just knocking TNA off that number 2 wrestling thing and becoming the number 2 de facto 2 wrestling promotion in the of the United States and everything in North America. This could probably shake their idiocy, realize they have a great roster, if it's not being rated by Ring of Honor or WWE at that point. Realize this roster, basically fire Eric Bischoff, fire Vince Russo, fire Hulk Hogan, and get rid of Jeff Jarrett, or basically send Jeff Jarrett away to the, just send him to the back, kind of like what they did to, who's that guy in Office Space who has nothing but that stapler and everything else? Just send them down there to the basement where no one talks about them, and just completely send him away and never to be talked to again. And I think TNA will be just fine. We'll be just back to normal. That's my hope. I mean, it's not like anything else could really make things a lot better. We'll make this all, better. But hey, anyway, that's my hope. TNA can't possibly... No, wait, no, I'm not going to say it gets worse, because honestly, every time I say that, they surprise me. Like, last week, I didn't physically watch it. I just watched the the only bits and pieces, but the bits and pieces of it was just enough to really piss me off. And if you want me to do a TNA bashing, basically, doing all talking about the whole X Division, trying to say, all that stuff, video, I will probably do that tomorrow or anything else. But in between my TNA Sacrifice review or something, which I'm planning to do anyway. Another negative that the world didn't come to an end. I still have to do my TNA Sacrifice review. Oh, poor little old me. But anyway, but this is a video of celebration. This is a video of Ring of Honor, and by the way, not just will I help TNA, but it also will help WWE. This will probably hopefully them to actually sit back to pro wrestling, which I think it's actually funny thing is I think they're shifting more to. I mean, heck, I think let's be honest here, they feature more wrestling. I saw Monday Night Raw has more wrestling in it than Total Nonstop Action. Yeah, the company that is supposedly Wrestling Matters, it doesn't. This TNA or Impact Wrestling fails at their own, and like I said, they even put posters or billboards around the entire WWE offices and everything else with Wrestling Matters, and they still don't get it, and they still don't do anything else. It's the same thing. Oh, and one more thing, how sad this is about TNA. The guy, Harold Camping, the dude who said the world was coming to an end, the guy found the radio. He gets a bit of money. Oh, he has a heck of a lot of money. You know what he did? For that money, he promoted. He promoted billboards all across this country. Plays in New York, Washington, D.C., everything. Heck, he got all his believers telling people about this event. And yet TNA, with all their money and resources, spend their money and time putting billboards and everything else around Stamford, Connecticut. So yeah, Harold Camping may be a complete fraud and everything else, but you know what he is? He's actually one heck of a marketer. He knows marketing. More marketing than Total Nonstop Action or Impact Wrestling does. It blows my mind how this company can still be functioning. And I'm hopeful that this Ring of Honor, this new TV deal, and everything else that comes with it will hopefully, this has to knock them into shape. This has to someone get one good slap and just maybe wake them up. If this doesn't, because if this does not wake them up, if Ring of Honor somehow knocks them off and they still act like this and still perform the same thing when they're in third place, don't be surprised in 4 or 5 years from now, in very ironic fashion, Jim Cornette will walk down Impact Zone or whatever they're having in some bar room or what have you in TNA, because I think that probably will be the next one after they get kicked out of Spike TV or anything else. He'll walk down and say Ring of Honor has just bought TNA. They just bought Impact Zone Wrestling. It will go down the same way. And have Ric Flair fight Sting one more time, and everything else, and the show will end just like that. Except with less dignity than WCW, the last Nitro. That's what's going to happen if TNA does not shake itself from this, not get rid of the cancers that are in that division, but in their company. In their marketing division, in their promotions, everything. Marketing, promotions, storylines, writers, everything. If they don't get rid of that stuff, they're going to be this company will die. And I'm not going to shed one single tear. I I will not laugh. I will not cry. I will just say, you, TNA, Nonstop Action, Dixie Carter, all the people who had money in this Pan Energy and everything else, you deserve what you got. You deserved it because you did not promote your company well. You didn't feature your company. You don't present your company well. And you hire the people who basically killed off WCW and featured them as their main stars. That's why you're going to fail. And now, here I go again. I just made this a TNA bashing video. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Dixie Tia. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to finish playing some LA Noire and get back to reviewing Sacrifice. Peace.